So help me God.
Give us a better sense of your mandate, heading up the Department of Environment and Infrastructure Services.
The mandate is, well, firstly, there's the EISD has a core department of of specialists in science and planning and that sort of thing. So they do licensing, regulation, and an oversight role on, and so they do the core green agenda and also a regulation and monitoring role on the utilities. And then I have the three utilities, which are Joburg Water, City Power, and Pick It Up. So they all have boards, and but you may or may not know that we have announced that we're going to deregister them and bring them back into the city. So I don't know how long it'll take, but in 6 months to a year, they will no longer have boards. It also causes a lot of reporting for the MDs of these companies. They have to report to their board and to me and to the city manager and to the mayor, and they don't quite know who they're reporting to.
Okay. On the ground level, Pick It Up appeared to be in a bit of a mess this year.
Pick It Up is in a mess. I think the MD of Pick It Up, who has now gone, ran something of a fiefdom there, and there are lots of people which we're not quite sure how the structure works. So we're having to piece that together. We have got the gentleman from Joburg Water, Lungile Dlamini, who is now acting as a Pick It Up manager, and someone else is acting in his place at Joburg Water. But yeah, I think so. There's an organisational bit of a mess which we've got to sort out. And then in terms of their business model, I'm having a close look at that and how we can maybe change some things to vastly increase the separation at source and to just make, I think, a litter-free Joburg more sustainable.
Sure.
And by incorporating business in a better way. We're not talking about break it up, pick it up for sale, but I think there are ways of integrating, and so I'm looking at that.
Good.
Yeah.
On the point of water, new water restrictions implemented for Joburg. How serious is the situation? I mean, water supply is always under threat in one way or another.
Well, we buy water from Rand Water. Rand Water is essentially a water wholesaler. They clean water from the Vaal River system and pump it to us and to other metros in Gauteng and a lot of the other municipalities in Gauteng. So we buy water. We're their biggest client. And it's the Vaal River system, which is run by Water Affairs, which is taking strain at the moment. They are below 50% of capacity, and when you get below 60%, you trigger a drought incident. So it's 25% less than it was this time last year, and so they've triggered a drought incident. Rand Water is pumping less to us. We have to try and choke back on our supply to our customers, which we are doing. And that's not always easy. So we are appealing with some restrictions and a penalty tariff for our residents and businesses to use less. And if they don't, then we have put less pressure in the system. The high-lying areas in particular can run out of water now and will sometimes. So it is a serious situation. The most discretionary water used is for irrigating gardens, and especially by automatic irrigation systems, and we have said you can't use those at any time. People still do. Many people are not listening, and so we are hoping that neighbours and other people will report them, and we slowly get a culture of actually taking this seriously.